Next please. Let's try to understand when we talk about work ethics, then what do we mean by the so-called management? Primarily, management is a science and a system to make people capable of joint performance through, first and foremost, common vision, common values, common goals, right instruction process. These simplified 4 points will tell you how a proper management can be run. If you don't have a common vision, if 50% faculty members are of the view that Riphah is like other institutions, a commercial institution where high tuitions and high salaries are available to people, so they come and join, then your vision may be right, but not appropriate. Maybe the other half think that Riphah may provide, as compared to market situation, less salary, but more conducive environment, more security, more respect, more recognition, more ethical environment, which unfortunately is missing in all of our institutions. Our crisis is not of money, of resources or HR, it is ethical crisis. We have completely forgotten what is ethics, how to talk, how to behave, how to think, how to act. Therefore, if the faculty members are divided in 2 different visions, for one it's material progress, for the other only spirituality. So they go out for spiritual retreats of 40 days or 40 months. The other one work day and night in laboratory and want to come out with a ventilator in 2 weeks. Unless they have a common vision, you cannot manage the affairs. We must find out a point where their so-called spirituality and so-called materiality merge together. And unfortunately, in the model we have from the West, these 2 things never merge. They are separated even in the days of the week. In days of the week, you have 5 working days, which is for workaholics, and 2 days for complete personal time. No one should call me, telephone is off, I am not available, just relaxing. Even time has been divided, and that is what we are doing normally in so-called Muslim world, because we follow blindly the Western model. We think they are the most developed people. They may not be at all. So, first thing is when we have common vision. Second, when we have common values, and that is why with quite serious effort we came up with 6 Riphah values, which are necessary, which are required by every single person who works as academician or as a management person, administrative departments. They have to understand these values and subscribe to them, own them, hold them fast. Unless those values are shared, you cannot have a society, a community. If none of the participants have any concern for how they will appear in Al-Akhirah, which is our first prime value, and they think that this world alone, grabbing as many benefits as possible, working for making more and more money, working in 2 places at one time, hiding one place of job from the other, so you can have your 2 salaries, one ethical and one unethical, and use both and think you are doing very good. Stealing time from work, doing other jobs in official time. All these aspects relate with first value, al-akhirah. If I have fear of al-akhirah, can I come late to my office? Can I come late to my class? Can I miss my presentation? Even when I am not feeling well, I must fulfill my obligation. Therefore, shared values, the value of itqan, excellence. Can any institution work without excellence? Can mediocre people who pick up ideas from Wikipedia and other sources, encyclopedias, take a paper encyclopedia and reduce it to their own paper, can such people make a difference in the world? Can they with pride say whatever they have done is theirs? Can they be honest? Therefore, the value of itqan, excellence, means I do my best, and that best may not be the best for everyone. But what counts is you're putting every ounce of your energy. If you have done that and the output is not what requires a Nobel Prize, you still deserve a prize. If not from authorities, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And therefore, values, I just touched on these two values, that too very passingly. We can have a whole discussion on every single value with concrete examples to share with you what do we mean by that. And unless an organization has people who are fully aware of these values, who share those values, who feel proud of those values, who don't observe values only on job, but they carry values back in their home, in marketplace, wherever they are. They apply those values wherever they are. So, without shared values or common values, no organization, to convert the discussion in the normal management science scenario, the common value in IBM may not be al-akhirah, may not be shura, but it has to be excellence. If you work in IBM and you are a mediocre person, do you think they will renew your contract? No, every single minute you work there is valued by them in terms of money. Are they getting that much output which they have to sell in the market to become billionaire and trillionaire? If it is not, you are useless for them. Therefore, unless you excel, you have no place there. Unfortunately, in so-called developing world, people think education is an area where even a mediocre can come and memorize some lectures and deliver those, and people think that he is a good teacher, a good quote-unquote professor. Professor is not a title that is measurable in terms of materiality. That is a title which is perhaps nearest to what prophets of Allah had the title of hikmah. A professor means one who has hikmah, and that is not just a matter of duration of service, not a matter of number of papers, not a matter of just age, something different. We have different values, different culture. Unfortunately, we have never realized value of our culture. We have always been beggars, looking towards others, feeling proud on borrowed aid from the West, borrowed ideas from the West, borrowed dress from the West, borrowed language from the West. Anyhow, the point here was that unless we have common values, you cannot have a good organization, a good management.